First problem is the angle between two vectors A equal to 3i plus 4j plus 5k and B is 3i plus 4j minus 5k will be, options are 90 degree, 180 degree, 0 or 45 degree. For angle, we have said that cos theta will be equal to vector A dot vector B divided by the magnitude of vector A and vector B. This will be equal to A is 3i plus 4j plus 5k. I, j, k are unit vectors along x, y and z axis respectively, having the magnitude 1. And vector B has 3i plus 4j minus 5k divided by magnitude of vector A, and it will be equal to square root of ax square. This is A, so this 3 is ax, 4 is ay and 5 is az. So it will be 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square into vector B magnitude, which is bx square plus by square plus bz square square root. This 3 is bx, this 4 is by and minus 5 is bz. So magnitude will be 3 square plus 4 square plus minus 5 square. It is equal to, while taking the dot product of two vectors, we have to multiply the magnitude of the unit vectors which are equal and other will be 0. So this I dot I will be 1, so magnitude will be 3 into 3 plus j dot j has the magnitude 4 dot 4 plus, and for k dot k we will have the value 5 into minus 5 divided by root, and denominator is root 50 into root 50. That is equal to 9 plus 16 minus 25 by root 50 into root 50, and this 9 plus 16 is 25, 25 minus 25 0, so cos theta is 0. That means theta equal to pi by 2 or 90 degree. Hence option A is the correct option. Second question is, the vector sum of two forces is perpendicular to their vector difference. In this case, the forces are equal to each other, are equal to each other in magnitude, are not equal to each other in magnitude, and cannot be predicted. Suppose the forces are F1 and F2, and we know that force is a vector quantity. It is given that vector sum, that is F1 plus F2, this is a vector sum of the two vectors, is perpendicular to their difference, and difference will be F1 minus F2. And for perpendicular vectors, we know that their dot product will be 0. This implies that F1 plus F2 dot F1 minus F2 will be 0. On simplifying, we will have, we taking the dot product, it will be F1 dot F1 plus F1 dot minus F2 plus F2. Now taking the dot product of F2 with F1 and F minus F2, this is F2 dot F1 plus F2 dot minus F2, and it will be 0. Because these F1 and F1 are two same vectors, so their product will be the square of their magnitude. So we will have it is F1 square, because angle between them is 0 degree and cos 0 is 1. Then it is minus F1 dot F2 plus F2 dot F1, and then minus F2 dot F2. F2 dot F2 will again give F2 square, because angle between them is 0 degree. Using the commutative law, which says that F1 dot F2 will be equal to F2 dot F1. This is from the commutative law of dot product of two vectors. So we will have F1 square minus F1 dot F2. So replacing with F2 dot F1 with F1 dot F2, we will have plus F1 dot F2 minus F2 square equal to 0. And these two terms get cancelled because they are equal but in opposite in sign. Therefore, we will have F1 square will be equal to F2 square, or F1 equal to F2. We are discarding here the negative sign because F1 and F2 both are the magnitudes of the vectors. Hence, option B is the correct option. Next question is, If vector A equal to cos omega ti plus sin omega tj and B is cos omega t by 2i plus sin omega t by 2j are the function of time, then the value of t at which they are orthogonal to each other is, options are t equal to pi by omega, t equal to 0, t equal to pi by 4 omega and t equal to pi by 2 omega. It is given that vector A equal to cos omega t I plus sin omega t j and vector B is cos omega t by 2 I plus sin omega t by 2 j. And the functions are orthogonal to each other. That means they are perpendicular to each other. So their dot product will be 0. So substituting the value here, this will be cos omega t I plus sin omega t j. This is the vector A. Dot product with B, which is cos omega t by 2 I plus sin omega t by 2 j. That is equal to 0. Now, taking the dot product, we know that I term will be taken the dot product with I, so it will be 1. I dot I will be 1 because angle between them is 0 and magnitude of I itself 1. Hence the value will be cos omega t into cos omega t by 2. Similarly, j dot j will be also 1. Therefore, we will have plus sin omega t into sin omega t by 2. And the different dot product of the unit vectors like I dot j or j dot I, that will be 0 because angle between them is 90 degree and cos 90 is 0. So we will have this quantity is 0. Now we use the trigonometrical relation, that is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, it is equal to cos A minus B. Here in this equation, this omega t is A and omega t by 2 is B. So applying the formula, we will have cos omega t minus omega t by 2, that is equal to 0, and it is equal to, in terms of cos, pi by 2. So omega t minus omega t by 2 equal to pi by 2, or omega t by 2 equal to pi by 2. 2 and 2 get cancelled, so omega t equal to pi. This implies that t equal to pi by omega. Hence option A is the correct option. Fourth question is, a particle moves so that its position vector is r equal to a cos omega ti plus a sin omega tj. Find its velocity and acceleration. The position vector of a point is given by a cos omega ti plus a sin omega tj. If we represent it in two-dimensional coordinate system, this is x-axis and y-axis. Along x-axis unit vector is I, along y-axis unit vector is j. There is a point P and origin. From origin, position vector is represented by r and value of r is given in the problem. We have to find the velocity. Velocity is rate of change of position, so we can write v equal to dr by dt. Differentiating r with respect to time, we will have a cos omega t I plus a sin omega t plus omega t into j. Differential of sum is sum of differential, so we can write differential of a cos omega t I plus differential of a sin omega tj. This can be, because a is constant, so it is taken out of the differential of cos omega t into this I gives the direction only, plus a into differential of sin omega t j. This will be equal to a into, now differentiating cos, differential of cos is sin minus sin, it is minus sin omega t, and now differentiating omega t with chain rule, we will have omega is constant taken out and differential of time with respect to time is 1 I plus a. Differential of sin is cos, it is cos omega t. Then differential of omega t is omega into 1 into j. Therefore, we will have minus a omega sin omega t I plus a omega cos omega t j. This is the velocity. Now we can show here that velocity and the position vectors are perpendicular to each other. That means we have to show r is perpendicular to velocity. To show the perpendicular of the two vectors, we will use dot product, vector r dot vector v, and the dot product will be 0 for the perpendicular vectors. So to show it, we will have left hand side equal to r is a cos omega t I plus a sin omega t j. This is the position vector r. Now taking the dot product with velocity, it is minus a omega sin omega t I plus a omega cos omega t j. In dot product, we have to take the product of the components or multiplier of the unit vectors which are same. That means I and j, others will be 0. So we will have, it is a cos omega t into minus a omega sin omega t. This is the product for I dot I. Similarly, for j dot j, it will be a sin omega t into a omega cos omega t. So it will be minus a square omega sin omega t cos omega t plus again this a into a omega, that will a square omega sin omega t cos omega t. So these two terms are equal in magnitude and opposite in side, so they will cancel out and result is 0. Because r dot v is 0, this implies that position vector r is perpendicular to the velocity. Now we have to find the acceleration, and acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So we will differentiate velocity with respect to time, and velocity we have calculated as per equation 2. It is minus a omega sin omega t I plus a omega cos omega t j. So it will be equal to, now we will differentiate first term and then second term. It will be minus a omega, differential of sin omega t is cos omega t, and then differentiating this omega t with chain rule, we will have omega as a constant, and differential of time with respect to time is 1 I plus a omega. Now differential of cos omega t is minus sin omega t, and by chain rule differentiating omega t, we will have omega into 1 j. So it will be equal to minus a omega square cos omega t I plus, again it is minus a omega square sin omega t j. So we can take common as minus omega square, remaining is a cos omega t I plus a sin omega t j. And this term is, which we have taken position vector, so we can write it is minus omega square into r. So acceleration is minus omega square r. Here we can see that acceleration is along the radius vector, but it is directed towards the origin. That means acceleration is in opposite direction to the radius vector.